Hello everybody and welcome back to Atri, my dear moments. Now, we had an issue with the last episode of this. It got, blocked because of so much copyrighted background music. So, I'm afraid you guys don't get to hear the ambience in the background. I'm afraid I have had to turn off the music for this game, although I don't want another issue like that. But I'll still be narrating, so it's fine, and I can still hear the important parts. But anyway, let's go. The night is windless. Melancholy clouds obscure the moonlight, casting the seas in a somber gloom. Yes, sir. The damp air coats my skin in a horrid slickness. I wonder how long it has been since I closed my eyes. When I open them, I can see clearly through the gloom. A creeping discomfort tickles at my nerves. The radio is silent. The waves are shallow. It's too quiet. Please, something make a sound. If I don't hear something, anything, no, don't come for me. The pain hasn't even begun yet, and already my breathing is ragged. It's like I can feel the weight of the silence crushing down on me. Just fall asleep. If I can fall asleep, I'll be okay. Is there anything in particular you want to do when you get your leg back? Archie's words are still reverberating around my head. What do I want? I've never thought about how to get my leg back. I always believed that if I just managed to do that, the future I lost would be returned to me too. I know I'm wrong. I've just convinced myself out of desperation. I needed a reason to live on, a way to force myself to accept my circumstances. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was studying in the city at a school they call the Academy. An elite institution intended to prepare the new generation's brightest minds to save this doomed world. Yeah, that's right. I was supposed to save the world. Thought it was possible. I believed it without even a single shred of evidence. That's not a road I can travel anymore. My father, who had been sending me the money for my tuition from wherever he is, suddenly stopped funding my studies. Wow, dick. A professor I clashed with used this as an excuse to have me thrown out of classes. Till that point, I thought the world was fair, that all you needed to succeed were the right ideals. I should have seen the world for what it really was in that tunnel. The moment that I lost my mother and my leg, I should have learned the unfairness of it all. To pay my tuition, I had to sell my prosthetic leg. It was a highly advanced cybernetic model which fetched quite the price. Didn't think about the fact that it was meant to replace the limb using my entire life. It was like selling the simple ability to stand on my own 2 feet just to pay my debts. Yet somehow I thought it would work out okay. I had been on my own for a long time. I was used to handling things myself. Yes, sir. But life without my leg at that academy, friendless and looked down upon, was harder than I could have imagined. The phantom pain that I thought had long disappeared returned. One morning, my body breaking down from night upon sleepless night, I just ran away. I dropped out, discarded everything, and came back to this godforsaken town. The light is off. If I just get my leg back, I'll have a future again. As much as I tell myself that, I'm still terrified of the night time. Everything's fine like this. I don't have a future anyway. I'll just wait to be swallowed up by the sea, just like this wretched world. I'll just sink into the depths. It'd be so easy to do. Just like that day, the day I lost my leg, the day I lost my mother, the day I lost my future. Which better way to get revenge on this world than to deprive it of one of those few remaining sad little lives it still holds, just like that day. But I don't want to die. I just don't want to go yet. Someone, anyone, save me. Mum, Dad, anyone. Somebody reach into the suffocating darkness and pull me out. I thrust down my hand, vainly hoping. I know it's useless. I know that I'm alone. No one will venture into this dark tunnel to save me. I'm going to be left behind. Then I feel a touch. Huh? Ha ha ha. You forget Atri's in your room, don't you, bro? What? Did I fall asleep? Racked by my phantom pain and writhing on the bed, I've been holding my hand down to the damp air. I do that a lot, but somehow it's different tonight. There's another hand, meeting mine. Yeah, I know, she's like in your room, bro. Being able to shout out even while asleep is quite the trick. Is that some kind of error in your mental programming? Atri. His brain might need some maintenance. If there's something you can do, go ahead. Cut all the bad memories out of me and let me live an easy life. I'll give it a try. You'll give it a try? Peering into my eyes with a serious expression, she reaches out to pat my head. She's holding a towel in her hand. Let me wipe all of the sweat off you first, or you catch a cold. Humans aren't as sturdy as robots, after all. Of course, those small hands can't wash away all of the memories, but it's strange. I can feel the pain receding. The sickening ache where my leg should be is gradually fading into nothing, not lurking like when I sleep, threatening to strike me again at any time, but soothed completely. Hot tears can dwell in my eyes, tears long held back, my body too overwhelmed with the pain to let them out. Why are you crying? Does it still hurt? No, it's not that. I try to hold back the tears, my hands shaking and clenched into fists, but I know it's no use. I'm tired of it all, enduring the pain, hiding the fear. I just want, for once, to feel some warmth. You're my leg, aren't you? That's kind of weird. I don't know how. Okay, anyway. Indeed I am, and I'm much more high performance than your other one. I take that tiny hand of yours and pull it closer. Oh, that's kind of funny. I wrap my arms around it. Okay, I just got DM'd. She's a robot, remember? I don't know, I just got DM'd. Oh? I hold her fragile form against me. I bury my face into her chest and close my eyes. Natsuki-san, I would prefer to wipe you down first. I'm fine like this. Are you trying to wipe your sweat on me? I'm supposed to be a leg, not a towel. Legs don't complain. I've learned something. The tears stream down my cheeks in searing rivulets. I feel no pain at all. I shakingly tighten my grip on Atri and whisper, "Will you let me fall asleep like this?" "Of course." I open my eyes, seeking that soft voice. "Did you fall asleep, bro?" She's smiling. A smile I feel spreading through me like a flood of pure, cleansing water. It's this is what I've wanted this whole time. To have my leg again. To have your... and to experience one single peaceful night. Yet I feel that even the most advanced cybernetics could not give me as gentle and soothing a night as this. Hee hee. Giggle, giggle. Giggle, giggle, McFiddle. Figgle, figgle. Archie strokes my hair, smiling down at me. My heart aches with the pain of 1,000 sleepless nights. But now I'm at rest, the horrors of the past and the fears of the future all gone. Before long I feel my consciousness slipping away. Good night, Natsuki-san. I drift into a tranquil sleep. Waves. I can hear waves right now. You guys can't, but I can hear waves. I can still hear the waves. When I wake, I feel the gentle rocking of the waves. The wind turbine spins outside of the window and the comfortable drone of the radio news fills the room. I can't remember the last time I woke up, so I'm burdened by pain. A whisper tickles my ear. A sweet, oh god, sweet tingling breath. I slowly open my eyes and look over to the source. Not, he's only naughty for... What the fuck? I'm so good. What the Oh, this game is hysterical. I carefully slip my arm out from under her and leave her on the bed. My head feels completely clear. That clearness, however, means I remember every pathetic thing I did last night. I wish I was dead. The memories weigh heavily on my mind. Natsuki-san. I didn't know robots could talk in their sleep. She's dreaming while she's in sleep mode. Humanoids are supposed to use sleep mode to reorganize their memory banks. I wonder if that process appears to them something like a dream. Is there anything in particular you want to do when you get your leg back? I guess she really forced the answer out of me in the end. Looking down at her peaceful demeanour, I can't help but feel a twinge of anger. I was content to blame everything on my leg, blame it on that, and just wander alone through the deep looking for something I'd never find. That would have been the easy life, I thought. And yet I ended up finding this thing. Natsuki-san, you silly boy. But what do I want now? Sighing, I pinch Archie's cheek. Hee, it tickles. Why do I do the giggles? Maybe I just shouldn't do the giggles. I can't let her see me like that again. I don't want her acting all smug. I look out of the window. The drizzle and haze of last night has given way to glorious sunshine. Right, get up, toaster. My name is Atri. That's another recognized term of abuse. Your punishment for repeating infringement is rocket punch. Her hand lightly bonks against my belly. It doesn't hurt one bit. Huh, I guess being half asleep somehow lets robots attack humans? Unless that wasn't an attack? What was it then? Whatever, get up. Ah! She looks around the room with bleary eyes. Oh yes, last night I slept with him. Please don't word it like that. Good morning, Natsuki-san. I never thought a robot would have this much trouble waking up. I'm a low voltage model. What does that even mean? Atri sits up on the bed, stretching her neck from side to side. Oh, I slipped in a weird position, and now my joints are all creaky. Hurry up and put some clothes on. I don't know where to look right now. Okay. Plus, well, I've decided not to tell you. Huh? Oh, I don't want to lose another leg, or a body pillow, or whatever we're saying you are now. I knew you'd come around. Now you realize how high performance I am, right? Put some damn clothes on! True, bro. Maybe I'm just being self-destructive again. I know that this decision has no future merits beyond the immediate benefits, but it's better than just wasting away, isn't it? My heart wells up with a strange feeling. It's like the path into extinction I had thought to be so easy to walk down was suddenly diverging, leading me to a very distant destination. Enunciation and pronunciation at the same time. Why are you not responding? Please respond, bro. I think this thing saves automatically though, so it won't matter if it crashes, but I still prefer it not to crash. Like, I would like for it to respond, although I am downloading a game on Steam, so I wouldn't actually be all that surprised if it's verifying. Okay, so there's, it seems to be irresponsive. Irresponsive, yes. It is not responding. I promise the game's still open, it's just a black screen. The game I'm downloading is verifying. What the heck is this game? Adabana Odd Tales? Looks like a horror game, and I didn't even know that I had it. I guess I must have got it with the bundle with Atri. But seriously, it's not responding, bruh. Oh, now my screen's turned white. I mean, not for you, but my screen's turned white. Now, and it's still loading. Okay, let's just close the program and then load it back up. We'll just load it back up. Oh, that game wasn't designed to support controllers. I just hope it saved automatically, but I'm pretty sure it would have. Yes, yes. Please have saved. It didn't save. Okay, fine. Let's just spam through this. Oh, I'll zoom in. But let's just spam through this. Yes, yes. Spam, spam. That was kind of funny. Okay. Okay, now it's responding. Okay, we've made it. Oh, no we haven't. This is... yes. Destination now. Please respond. Damn it, it's not responding again. Good song, actually. I might make a Jumpage Dash level with that. Maybe. There's something meditative about brushing your teeth. Yeah. Staring into the mirror and mechanically moving my head, I start to get lost in thought. It's all well and good making my own decision, but how do I actually support myself from here on out? It's one thing to say I'm not going to sell Atri, but the consequences are another thing entirely, especially when you consider the two in particular that stick out like sore thumbs. The first of those being my debts. If I don't sell Atri, my grandmother's debts will likely have to be paid with everything else I own. If it was just the submarine, I might be able to make do, but losing my boat would mean losing my home. To tell the truth, though, I'm not entirely sure I believe their repossession order is even real. Why did I agree to go along with Catherine's plan, despite how shady it seemed, you ask? Well, it's all because she was offering me a concrete way to get my hands on at least half of whatever she wanted salvaged from my grandmother's place. I was suspicious of her for sure, but I had no real choice but to go along with it. When I left the academy and came back here, I found the town half submerged and my grandmother on her deathbed. So no matter how suspicious it seemed, it was at least a chance to make something of my predicament. I had nothing to lose. And in the end, there really was a treasure down there. Brushy, 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 brushy. Mushy, mushy. A little tuft of hair has been mounting up and down in the corner of my eye this whole time. I glanced downwards. Said treasure is brushing her teeth alongside me. Robots brush their teeth too? They don't have to eat though, do they? Scientists attempt to research artificial organs that would allow a robot to power themselves with food, but practical models were never completed. Atri hasn't eaten at all since I found her, and she doesn't seem hungry at all. Which brings me to my second problem. What do I do with her? I can think of it as having bought a domestic servant, but somehow that idea sticks in my craw. Would it be better to treat her like a roommate, shipmate? Brushy, 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 and spit. I'm a little bit terrified she's suddenly going to start wolfing down all of my food. Without any income of my own currently, I've been surviving on the little money my grandmother had left. I'm gonna have to find some way of making some cash. Guess I'll ask Minamo if she knows anywhere in need of workers. She's really the only person in this town I can call a friend. Oh yeah, she told me to come to school. No, Shan. No, she's Shan. She looks up at me, toothbrush still in her mouth. Don't talk with a mouthful, yeah? I can't probably reach my back teeth. Would you brush them for me? I take her toothbrush and shove it down her throat. It's not as meditative like this, that's for sure. There you go, now wash your mouth out. Gurgle, 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 two. She spits out into the cup in my hand. Why the hell am I the one brushing your teeth? Wouldn't it normally be the opposite? Isn't performing maintenance on the robots an owner's responsibility? Good point. Annoying coming from you, but I get it. I sigh and rinse my own mouth out. Just checking, but you don't actually need to eat or anything, do you? Affirmative. I have no need for nutrition from food. Great, well that's a weight off my mind. Now that I'm not selling you, money's going to be pretty tight around here on top of keeping myself alive. I've got those debts to pay. I don't think you need to worry about that so much. I only want you to put off selling me for 45 days. After that, you can sell me however much you would like. What? I told you I'm not selling you. You won't be able to afford a new leg if you don't, will you? I thought you were supposed to be my leg. Although I can understand why you'd want to have such a high-performance leg as me, I'm not really specialized to carry out the functions required of that particular limb. As such, I will only be able to act as your leg for 45 days. And to that end, I've made this. I call it Atri and Natsuki's honeymoon countdown calendar. It's a roughly drawn grid of 45 squares. The last one is labelled "That's all, folks." I'll cross off each day as we go. I should fill in yesterday. Okay, 44 days left. Whatever. Natsuki's time? I turn my back on her and walk into the cabin. Why am I getting annoyed with her? I thought it was my property, but it doesn't feel like that at all at times. Why does that get to me though? I'm annoyed all over again, this time at myself. She's a robot and I'm a master. If I ordered her to, she'd have to stay with me as long as I want. Then why doesn't it feel that way? If you're fine with that, then I don't care. It'll make my life a lot easier. A lot less on my plate with you gone, I suppose. Yay! I'd raised both hands in the air and started bouncing up and down. The little tuft of hair sticking up from her head wibbles with each jump. Wibbles. Was with her arms raised and her hair flying everywhere I can find to get a good look at her face. Okay. Due to the difference of it in our heights, normally all I can see is that little tuft of the hair on top of her head. What are you so happy about all of a sudden? We're going to go to school right now? What? Not a chance. Oh, come on, at least tell me why not then. My only response is a sigh. I know all about school. It's a place where you can learn all kinds of things, right? Is that what you've got logged in your database? Humanoid memory has one particular section devoted to a database of terminology, almost like an inbuilt editable dictionary. I think somebody told me that a long time ago. Who, my grandmother? I can't remember. Seems like she gets particularly frustrated when she can only partially remember things. I want to try learning things. Wouldn't you be better off searching for your lost memories before your 45 days are up, though? It's hardly time to be learning new stuff. But when I hear the word school, I just get strangely interested. I think part of my lost memories might be there. Huh? Have you been to school before, maybe? She shakes her head. It seems less in denial and more not knowing the answer. There must be another thing lost from her memory. I'm starting to think almost everything from before she was put to sleep in that storehouse is gone. But I think I wanted to go to school at some point. It's okay, right? Natsuki-san, come on, let's go. Let me go. She pulls forcibly on my sleeve. I said no. I turn away. There you go again, acting like a petulant child. Bad boy, bad Na-chan. Who's the petulant child here exactly? And don't call me weird names like that. What's a robot gonna do at school anyway? Well, I'll let you in a little secret. Being the high-performance model that I am, I have an enhanced capacity for learning. I want to learn all kinds of things and to become the best robot I can possibly be. I want everyone to depend on me. And you think you'll manage that in 45 days? There's got to be a better way to spend your time. That's exactly why I want to learn as quickly as possible. So she wants to be the best possible robot ready for her next master. That does make sense, even if the thought makes my chest tighten. Why don't you like going to school, Natsuki-san? You started throwing a tantrum when Minamo mentioned it too. That is absolutely, objectively not what I did. It's just pointless. What, studying? It's pointless going to school in a town like this. The schools around here are just too far below the academy's level. In order to even get into the academy, you have to have already studied everything you would cover in a regular high school. There's nothing left for me to learn there. I don't mean that in a self-aggrandizing way. That's just the simple reality of the situation. In that case, you can just be my companion. Why would I do that? Just go on your own. I can't do that. I'm your leg. I can't exactly leave your side, can I? She reaches out and grasps my sleeve. I don't care about that. Go if you really want to. Sighing and tutting, I turn my back on the conversation and walk out into the deck. Where are you going? For a walk? It's not like we've got anything better to do. Aww, come on, I want to go to school. Gravel crunching. Half an hour later. Did we go to school? Is that the school? What is this place? No idea, I just picked a direction to walk and I didn't know where we'd end up. Standing before us is a half-sunken concrete building. Wow, it's amazing how half of it is underwater. I don't have any entries on this kind of avant-garde architecture in my database. Well, of course not. At the time she was put to sleep, the building would have been on top of the hill. Searching. Hang on, is this a school? Huh? Well, what do you know? What a coincidence. I guess you're out of luck, Natsuki-san. You accidentally brought me exactly where I wanted to go. Truly, I am foxed. Anyway, let's pop in and see Minamo while we're here. That's the school. And you didn't know it was? Okay, sounds great. Atri grins, utterly clueless. There is one problem with that plan, though. How the hell do you even get into this place? The school buildings are tangled up in a thick web of ivy, tree branches infiltrating through cracks in the concrete and shoulder-deep water covering every obvious pathway. Surely they've given this place up to the waves and moved somewhere else. Ah, it's the hitman! Huh? A child spots us from one of the windows, only to duck down as soon as I look in the direction of a shout. There really are people inside. And if I click this... That was Ririka, apparently. So these are all the characters in this game. Apparently. Alright, anyway. Let's get, There really are people inside. Wait, Hitman? What does lock do? Oh, look, what's that? Let's go home. I've got a bad feeling about this. I turn to leave a hymn of voices. Really? Where is he? Has he come to assassinate us? There he is. He's got a weapon and he's brought his henchmen too. Oh no, it's him. We're all going to die. The children crowd around the window, pointing down at us and babbling in fear. Natsuki-san, to detect hostiles in this area. Time to unleash my true form and engage offensive maneuvers. Give me a break. I don't want to know what passes for your true form. We're leaving. They're running away. Pff, looks like this headman's nothing to be scared of after all. Chicken him, man. Bark, bark, bark. I stop and turn. Hey, brats! If you don't want me to shower this whole place in lead from my machine cane, get down here right now. I wave my walking stick in their general direction. He's gonna kill us! What do we do? I'm scared. Don't worry, I'll take him down. Watch out, Rika. Don't let him fill you full of lead. Be careful. That's gonna sus. Hey, leave this guy to me. Suddenly, feeling like a bad guy in some cheesy action flick, I wait until one of the kids comes out of the building. She slowly paddles over to me in a small boat. Somehow the scene loses a little of its tension. Here I am, Hitman. Don't underestimate my power. Brandishing the paddle like a sword, the little girl stares me down with fiery eyes. If you want Natsuki-san, you'll have to go through me, and I have the high ground. Atri stands imperiously above her, arms outstretched as if daring her to attack. Shove off, shorty. Shorty? Yeah, shove off, shorty. You too? Hitman, I challenge you to a duel. Let me ask you one thing first. Is that your nickname for me? The kid nods. Everyone in town saying that you're some kind of assassin and that you've killed 3 people and now you're lying low here. And you've got a machine rifle blow-dart grenade gun in your cane and a palm cannon in your leg. I know all about you. That's really what the people here think of me? Is that true? Archie turns to me wide-eyed and pale in the face. 100%. I'll just leave that idea in her head for a while. I can shoot my fists out like rockets too. It's true. They're even more powerful than its guns. She won't be winning any plaudits for her acting. So, is that the boat you used to get into the school? You bet it is. In that case, I'm getting in. Huh? Ah, let me help you. You want a second try at drowning me? Not a chance. That won't happen again. I've already learned not to do that. Archer climbs into the boat first and holds her hand out to me. I guess she really has learned what to do. Hey, wait, don't get in here. Minamo-chan and everyone else are in the school. Ah, perfect. Minamo's who I'm here to see. She's your target. Oh no, Minamo-chan, I'm sorry I gave you away. You'd better watch out. Ryu-chan's gonna beat the hell out of you. I don't even know who that is. Grr, I can't believe I messed up. I'm so sorry, everyone. What? Tears streaming down her face, the little girl starts to paddle. She could just not take us? True, she could. The boat comes to a stop at what seems to be a hole in the wall as if a second-floor hall had been abruptly cut off. Seems like the side of the school nearest to the sea has completely collapsed, likely when the ground beneath it subsided when the waters around here rose. So this is the entrance? Yeah, it is. I'm not going to forgive you if you hurt any of my friends. Archie pulls me up out of the boat and we walk inside. Compared to the outside, the inside of the building is surprisingly well kept. From the 3rd floor upwards, it could pass for almost any normal school. Where's Minamo? What are you planning to do with her? Ah, I bet you're in love with her, aren't you? She's real pretty after all. Did you come here to confess your love to her? Just be quiet and take me to her. Even caught up in her own little fantasy world, she's taking us straight where we need to go. Maybe she isn't such a bad kid. Who are the Child B and Child C? From the end of the hall, way past rows of empty classrooms, I hear a hubbub of voices. If you finish your worksheets, come and tell me. This ain't the time to be studying right now. Minamo-chan's Ruka's in danger. The hitman, he's gonna... Okay, settle down. Where'd she get to anyway? Minamo's the teacher? By the looks of it, this is the only class. Everyone run! The kid bursts into the classroom shouting. Ruka, you're okay? Quick, the hitman's coming! Where have you been, Ruka? We're in the middle of class. Which time you forgot to hide? He's coming for you. Now, don't cry. Who's he? The hitman! The kid, Ruka, presumably points at me. Ah, Natsuki, you actually came. Don't get near him. He's going to shoot you. So, the hitman is your nickname for Natsuki? He's really not anything like that, you know. But he's killed 3 people! Everyone stares at me wide-eyed. That is true. Right, bye. Wait, that was a joke. Ruga, don't let him go. You're not getting past me. Or me. Wait, why are you stopping me? You've come all the way out here to school. You can't leave without studying. Let's get him, henchman. Roger. Atri and the girl pounced at me from both sides, clinging onto my shirt. I'm getting harassed by primary schoolers. Why are you the one holding their lessons, Minamo? Where's the actual teacher? Well, to be honest, we don't have one. She quit last month and they've not sent us a new one. The only people in the classroom are 3 elementary schoolers and 2 kids of a high school age, including Minamo. We're supposed to have more students, but they don't seem to think it's worth coming to school. I'd have to agree. If they want to study, they may as well do it at home. A lot of kids can't do that. Some have to help out with their family business, and some might not even have a home. How long are you going to keep that up? I picked the girl up by her collar like a cat and plunked her back down on the floor. I'm powerless to stop him! Jeez, this kid's loud. Just as I'm thinking that, I received some unexpected validation. Be quiet, Drew. God damn it, you woke me up. A high school-aged boy, until this point sleeping on his desk with a towel wrapped around his head, shouts over at her. Tsk, you're finally up. We're in the middle of class, Ryu-chan. Huh? Class? Yeah, right. We've not even got a teacher. I'm the teacher now! Minamo puffs herself up and clears her throat, but Ryu-chan doesn't seem to notice. He's too busy glaring at me. The hell are you? There's a sharp glint in his eye, which when combined with his muscular frame, gives him quite the threatening presence. I'd guessed I'm a little taller than him, but somehow it doesn't seem that way. I'm Atri, hello there. Atri skitters over to him and gives him a tiny bow. Seriously, who? Taken aback by her politeness, he shoots me a scowl. I mentioned that we had a transfer student, right? This is Natsukin. This is Nojima Ryuji. Everyone calls him Ryu-chan. And this girl is... Oh, so this is studying? Let me give it a try. Atri snatches Ryuji's textbook and starts to read it. Hey, don't just take my stuff. Come on, you're not using it, are you? She breezily brushes off its annoyance, flicking through the book as cool as a cucumber. Pfft. I failed to suppress a chuckle. Who could, seeing this school reprobate completely shut down by a tiny girl? Oh, you picking a fight or something? No, I'm not the fighting type. Not with this body, for sure. Oh, I don't like the look of you, you know. What a bit. Renowned now, boys. You could stand to learn a thing or two from Archie-chan. Sit down and get studying. I sigh and take my seat, begrudgingly settling in for a lesson from Miss Minamo. Funny. For a while, everyone merely reads their textbooks in silence. Seeing Atri so focused on her studying, the children seemed naturally pulled along in her wake. Minamo-sensei, I have a question. What's up, Archie-chan? About this part. Minamo looks at Archie's textbook. You don't understand either, Minamo-sensei? Well, that's Ryu-chan's textbook, isn't it? He's a 3rd year, so... What year are you? I'm only a 1st year. I haven't learned any of this stuff at all yet. Ah, so he's a year older than me. Hey, Ryu-chan, can you explain this part? Nah, not got a clue about that. I've not learned it either, you know. Maybe that's got something to do with the fact you never do anything in class. Yeah, ask a guy for help and they slap him in the face. Real nice. With nothing else to do, I take a look at what Archie's reading. What do you need help with? There's a 3rd year textbook, Natsukan. You're only a 2nd year, right? Yeah, it's this part. It's a math textbook. Seems pretty simple. Guess I'll teach you how to solve it. Oh, I see. Thank you. Oh, wow. How did you know how to do that? It wasn't exactly a hard problem. Anyone could solve it if they've learned the method. Look at Mr. Smarty Pants over there. Yeah, Smarty Pants. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff in my textbook I don't understand either, Natsukin. Let me take a look. Great, thanks. Give me a second. So this part here, and this bit too, and here. Now I flicks through all the notes that she's taken. Seems like she's been building up quite the library of questions over the past month, since the class was left without a teacher. I go through them one by one. Wow, you're a genius, Natsukin! I'm a little embarrassed to hear her say that, but helping her out wasn't so bad, I suppose. You're Ryuji, right? Yeah, and? Let me take a look at your notes too. I may as well while I'm here. What? Piss off, I don't need your help. His face turns bright red, almost too surprised to be angry. Are you really going to sit in the corner and mess around just because there's no teacher to tell you off? If you want, I can help you study. The hell? You're really just going to turn up here and act like you're the teacher? I don't need someone younger than me bossing me around. I studied at the academy, so I already know everything in your textbook. You don't have to be embarrassed, that's just how things are. Whoa, you're kind of special, you know that? Really? Thanks, I suppose. That wasn't a compliment. Anyway, what's the point in a guy like me studying? It's not like it's going to help me or anything. I'll give you more choices when you leave school. You could go to college, get a good job, contribute to society, that kind of thing. While a lot of universities were absorbed into the academy when it was established, there are still some independent institutions in most places. Many don't have the budgets they'd like in this age of instability and depopulation, but some can still produce research and scholars to rival society's best. Do you really think any of us here are ever going to go to college? Probably not, because you look homeless. I don't really know anyone in the class except for Minamo, but it's true that the likelihood of any of them getting into a university is extremely low. You've got to be some big shot elite dude to go to college, right? If you're not born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you may as well not study. It's just a waste of time, man. Like, if studying getting no smart is so important, why are you in a place like this? Shouldn't you be studying at that academy or whatever? You. Ryuchan Atkin's been through a lot. Minamo leans over to whisper something in his ear. Right, sorry, I got kinda heated then. He stands up from his seat. I'm beat, so I'm gonna get going. He walks off with his hands in his pockets, nose turned up, a scowl on his face. But as he crosses the threshold into the corridor, I think I see something like a flash of regret in his expression. That looks like the same expression he was making before, while he was talking to me. Oh. What's this? I wonder if, oh yeah, Scarlet Nexus has finished loading. Which means I doubt this will buffer anymore. Before I know it, the sinking sun is bathing the classroom in a golden hue. Not red? Oh no, I didn't realize it was this late. Minamo walks over to the teacher's desk and rings a small handbell lying on top of it. Guess it must be the closest thing they have to a school bell here. Right, that's all for today. Are we stopping studying? Looks like it. The hitman! He's a monster! A monster hitman! Phew, I thought we were done for. I love studying. I love studying. The younger children are all lying flat on their desks with dead glassy eyes. Wow, all the kids are dead. What's up with those kids? I think you might have worked them a little too hard, Natsu-kun. Minobu's eyes have lost some of their sparkle too, now that I notice. I've learned so much. Maybe it was a little much to assume you'd be able to make up for a whole month in one day. I got so engrossed in teaching that I kind of lost track of time. Her eyes kind of looked creepy. Everyone be careful on the way home, okay? Okay. See ya, Ririka. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, Minama-sensei. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's something I wanted your help with, Minamo. Help? To be honest, there's certain something absolutely essential that I'm going to need if Archie's going to be living with me, and Minamo's the only person I can ask. The road that is half underwater. We start on our way home. Archie holds my hand and kicks her beshoed feet up proudly with each step. Out the corner of my eye I can see her cowlick bobbing up and down. That's an ahoke, isn't it? I think that's an ahoke, not a cowlick. Studying was so fun. Even though it's just been one day, I already feel so much smarter. I'll be a super robot in no time. She puffs out her chest. You did work hard. You're a quick learner, that's for sure. I know, right? And it's not simply because she's a robot either. Humanoids might be well suited to mathematical equations, but they're normally not great with cultural and social subjects. Yeah, Atri worked hard and learned well. She was so enthusiastic that I think a little of that ended up rubbing off on me. Let's go to school tomorrow too, okay? Well, if I feel like it. I look over at her smiling face. Walking home from school holding a girl's hand might not be so bad. She's a robot. I I ever imagined doing this, not since my mum died at least. I was so focused on studying to get into the academy and then on staying here. I don't remember ever having a single moment as carefree as this back then. I'm only holding her hand because she's supposed to act as my leg, of course. She has to stay close to me and support me. Yep, that's the only reason. I suppose this is how it's going to be for a while. A relaxed existence with no goal in sight, without feeling the need to study every waking moment of the day. It's almost like a long belated summer holiday. Why are you staring at me? Oh, I get it. You want to kiss me, right? What? Fortunately, that kind of thing is against the humanoid ethics regulations. Violating the regulations could lead to me being confiscated, so please be careful. Those regulations hardly matter these days. Humanoids haven't been built in years, and with so few remaining after the Great Sea Rise, enforcing all the laws concerning them isn't exactly a priority for the cops. He didn't exactly deny it. So you really want to kiss me? Even if you have done it before, doing it again would be, Wait, I've never kissed you. Yes, you have. Remember when you fell in the sea? Yeah, I do remember. He was very surprised, to say the least. Oh, wait, no, that was CPR. A kiss can be defined as contact between the lips of two people. It is often used an expression of love between them. I can't believe you don't know such an important thing, Natsuki-san. You might be book smart, but it seems like you've got a long way to go when it comes to social norms. She shrugs and sighs. I know what a kiss is. Oh, does that mean you've had a lot of them? Atri peers up with an inquisitive expression on at my face, which is burning red. For a moment I'm speechless, and it takes all I have to stutter out a reply. That's got nothing to do with you. I guess not. God, this damn annoying heap of crap. Heap of scrap. Anyway, are you any good at housekeeping? Yeah, of course I am. What do you take me for? The majority of humanoids are intended for domestic services. The whole reason they're designed to look human is to blend in with the family. Naturally, that means they're equipped with all the skills they need to keep a house clean. Phew, that's a relief. Doing any kind of housework is difficult with this leg. If she wants to be its replacement so much, that's the least I can ask of her. Leave dinner to me. Sure thing. And night has fallen. Look at those stars. I wonder how many years this is set in the future. Phew, I had so much to get ready that I'm really late. I wonder if Natsuki's had dinner yet. Look, that's enough. Geez, just stop. No way, I've got to show you exactly just how useful I can be. A great tumult of crashing and bashing comes from the ship. Huh? Are they fighting? No. Stop, don't fight. What? What on earth is going on in here? Forcing her out of the cabin, Minamo sets her eyes on the mayhem within. The floor is littered with broken plates and cups. Piles of torn clothes and bedsheets are scattered across the room. Looks like the place has been ransacked. Oh, good morning, Minamo. Good evening. Evening, not morning. Evening, so what's going on here? It's all Atri's doing. What happened? Don't tell me. Her programming went haywire and she went into beast mode. No, she's really, really bad at housework. This looks a little bit beyond bad. I'd like to point out that my ability to make human-like mistakes makes me particularly high performance in that aspect. Shut up. No human makes mistakes this bad, you piece of scrap. That is discriminatory language. If you don't take that back, you will be charged with the Humanoid Anti-Discrimination Statute. Scourge. Ow! I grab a hold of Archie's head and start to grind my knuckles against it. Ow! Violence against humanoid can be punished by up to 3 years imprisonment. Shut your trap. I'm going to throw you back into the sea at this rate. Please, no, I'm sorry. I'll apologize. Wow, I've never seen you genuinely angry before. It's scary. That was horrible. A teary-eyed Archie starts to clear up the scattered debris. At least she knows how to clean. What? Okay, housework, I guess. Housework and cleaning is different. Her head whacks into a shelf and a rain of books come tumbling down on top of her. I take it back. She's not even good for cleaning. Are you okay, Archie-chan? Oh, I'm fine. My skull's made of carbon fiber, so a little bump like this is nothing. She just admitted her fucking skull is made of carbon fiber. Were you really built to be made? Of course I am. What do you take me for? Leave dinner to me. Where did that confidence go? Can't believe I actually got my hopes up for a nice dinner. What? Atri falls to the floor, clutching at her heart. Earlier, culinary handiwork wasn't really what I'd call dinner. Can't even be described as food. In fact, if you find it in a factory's waste chute, the place will get shut down. I have no words to excuse myself. If I was a samurai, I'd be committing seppuku right now. Why is a samurai the first thing you think of? What I'm about to tell you is top secret. If I leave this room, both of you could be in grave danger, understand? Huh? The truth is, I am a military-grade battle robot built secretly by the special forces of a country that shall remain unnamed. What? Seriously? Atri nods, her expression solemn. I was dispatched to destroy this country, but by the time I arrived, my own had been obliterated. I lost my home. Atri brushes away a tear, or at least she would if she was actually crying. Humanoids don't even have the ability to cry, except for the purposes of cleaning their optical receptors. My master was the one that took me in when I was all alone. She gave me a name and a new purpose, being a maid, but I found it too difficult to control my strength, and that things would always end up like this. She scolded me so many times. Archie-chan. Okay, I didn't know it was possible for humanoids to lie. That's just how high performance I am. That was all a lie. I didn't expect you to convince that quickly. Wow. If I didn't convince myself I was really some kind of killing machine, then I couldn't live with being so bad at simple chores or something like that. But I really do have some really vague memories of my master always scolding me before. Just because I was lying doesn't mean it isn't true, though. Consider 2 points. 1, I'm a robot. 2, I'm terrible at housework. If we apply universal deductive reasoning to these points, the only logical conclusion is that I'm a killer military destructobot. Wow, she's so high performance that she can even lie to herself. Shame she's not high performance enough to know you generally have to crack an egg before trying to fry it. Well, I guess I'm going without dinner thanks to you. One thing this killer robot has succeeded in destroying is my food stocks. No, I'm sorry, please don't throw me into the sea. You have to worry about food tonight. You don't have to worry about food tonight. We now timidly holds out a bag. I might ask my mum to help me make some dinners for you. Oh. You look so creeped out. Is it really okay for us to have them? Yeah, it's fine. You did help me study today, and it's got to be hard living on your own, right? I grasped my mum's hand with desperate intensity. Thank you so much. You've saved my life. Great. You even held my hand. Searching database for woman plying man with food. Aha! The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I know what you're up to. Atri points to Minamo. That's not what this is. I'm just trying to help. However, I still have you beat. As the woman who sleeps with him every night, I'm far closer to the definition of wife. You do what? You're no such thing. Oh, I'm not. I've learned something. Phew. Can I eat this already? I'm starving. Go ahead. There's one for you too, Archie-chan. She's a robot. She doesn't need to eat. This looks great. Munch. Truly delicious. Why are you eating? As a fully equipped household robot, I have the capability to consume food. Why would a robot need that? You said you didn't need to eat, didn't you? You won't get any nutrition from it. Correct. I don't need food to survive. I'm just eating this, not digesting it. So she can eat the food, but not actually do anything with it. Jeez, you must have been built in a pretty decadent age if you're able to go around wasting food for no reason. What even happens to the stuff you eat? That's not a subject to be discussed at the dinner table. You poop? You shit. How have I ended up saddled with this hunk of junk? Well, you shit too, bro. I'm sorry about Ryu-chan. After dinner, Minamo says, sheepishly apologizing. Why are you saying sorry for him? He's not really a bad guy, he's just got a big mouth. I don't really care. And he has a point, I guess. The subjects I studied at the academy were on a whole different level to what you'd learn at regular school. They wanted to create scholars who could contribute to saving the world. Also, this capital W is irritating me, and I don't know why. It's a place where you devote yourself to a higher purpose and pour everything into your research, or at least that's what I thought for my first year there. In reality, the place was rife with factionalism and authoritarian ideologues, looking down on everyone outside of the school and anyone who couldn't perform to their standards. Not everyone was like that, but you know what they say, one bad apple spoils the barrel. I flunked out of the academy and ended up here. Do you really think that it's pointless for us to study? Maybe it's not worth it for us to go to school after all. I meant to talk to you about this earlier, but the truth is the school might be closed down soon. I see. You don't sound surprised. Sort of disappointed, but if anything, I'm surprised that the place still exists. It's half-submerged and has a grand total of 5 students and 0 teachers. Hardly even meets the definitions of the word school. Well, you technically have more students than you saw earlier, but they never turn up. They say it's pointless. I get what they mean. Since a teacher left the mainland with them all alone, the school really is going to close at this rate. What am I supposed to say about that? What to do about that, though? I'm a guy who's just run away from one educational establishment. Why do I care about another? These pancakes are great. Did you make them? Huh? Oh yeah. Thank you. Cool. Nom nom. They are good. Hey, stop eating those, it's a waste of good food. Are you even able to taste them? Of course, I have special high-performance sensors installed in my mouth for the purpose of taste testing dishes. I wish it was high-performance enough to actually make something worth tasting. A robot with taste testing capabilities, but no skill at actually cooking. Can you imagine anything more useless? I really wasn't sure whether to make pancakes or omelets. I didn't know if you prefer savoury or sweet things. I thought that since you're a guy, you probably prefer savoury, but Mum said that you seemed like a big softy, really, and you'd prefer something sweet. Seems like she was right. I'm not sure where her mother got that impression, given that I've only met her a few times. Well, I guess they are pretty tasty. Great. Cool thing. Nom nom nom. I'm starting to think you're kind of dumb, Minamo. What? What? Why would you say that? According to the analysis, my high-performance AI Drive Natsuki-san just said that to change the subject. Huh? Yeah, that's right. Damn it, you piece of... I can understand Manama's frustration, but there's nothing I can do about the school. Carrying on the conversation would just be an annoyance. Manama's face is etched with sadness. I'm sorry, I was joking. So pancakes aren't actually nice? That's what she's upset about? No, that's true. Say thanks to your mum for me. Really great. I'll tell you said that. I didn't make any today since it's pretty difficult, but she taught me how to make all kinds of soups and stuff too. Nom nom nom. Atri gives her a pitying look. Wait a second. Yeah, Natsu-kun. That one's on you. There's no point in a bunch of minors discussing the school closing is there. That's something adults are going to discuss. That's true, but they're the ones who want to shut the school down in the first place. Even if some kids turn up saying, please keep it open, they're not going to listen. You can plainly see from the fact we don't have electricity that the powers that be have already given up on this place. Windows. I look out of the window toward the town, lying silent beneath the darkening skies. Even as the evening draws in, not a single light is visible. When the seas rose, this area was cut off from the mainland. The rising water caused flooding and landslides, and all of the electricity pylons carrying power to the town collapsed as a result. It's been in the dark since. The government has given up on the low-lying areas that are soon to be completely swallowed up, and has simply recommended that everyone moves inland. What's the problem if the school shuts down? Well, we'd all have to transfer to schools elsewhere. But that would be difficult for the younger children. Their families are in dire straits, and it would be probably mean that would probably mean going to school would be impossible for them. I probably couldn't find another school that I'd be able to commute to either. And there aren't any other schools around here? She silently shakes her head. The elementary school, the middle school, and the other high school, they all sunk. In that case, if they wanted to study somewhere else, they'd have to move. That's easier said than done these days when there's so little land to live on. That's one reason Ryuchan is so on edge right now. He's like the ringleader of the kids around here. Really? He was saying an awful lot about how pointless studying is. He did still come to school, though, I suppose, even if he did just sleep all day. I feel the same way as he does. If you're going to study, there's no point doing it half-assed. Do you really think that? You always said that you were going to study as much as you could and save the world. That was a long time ago. I'm surprised you remember that. I first met Minamo when I came to live with my grandmother. That was quite some time ago. Of course I remember you said that, and then one day you just disappeared. But you saying that made me want to work hard and study too. In the end, it's all been pointless though, right? Can't stop the school closing. Kids like us can't do anything about adult decisions, so that's the simple fact of the matter. But, stop your whining. If you really want to study, I might be able to help you. Really? We're going to try a science experiment tomorrow, so be ready. Oh, Natsuki, you're always so nice. Jeez, why are you crying? Ever since the teacher left, I've been worrying about this all on my own. And when you came back, I was sure that you'd be able to help. Keep in mind, I'm not saying that I can solve all of your problems. I can just teach everyone a few things. That's fine. This turned out really well, right, Minamo? It really did, Atri-chan. Now, don't cry. Maybe I should be a voice actor. Atri pats the bawling Minamo on the head. It is, I must admit, a very cute sight. Satisfied, I turn my attention back to my food. Huh? Hey, you ate my pancakes! You were so busy talking to Minamo that I thought you were probably full up. Food doesn't even do anything for you. You should at least let me eat my fill first. It does do something. It's tasty, which makes me happy. First you wreck my room, and then you eat my dinner. Yeah, I'll do better tomorrow. I have high-performance learning capabilities, so I've definitely got some takeaways from this. You keep saying that, but your brain just seems like a heap of scrap to me. That's the fourth time you've used discriminatory language against me. And according to Article 2, Clause 5 of the Robot Protection Statute, a fourth strike means I'm legally allowed to subject you to pugilistic punishment. That means I get to punch you. That can't be a real law. Shouldn't the 3 laws of robotics stop you from harming a human? Not in my case, I'm a military robot, you know. Okay, then just try. Do your worst, Toaster. But use my full power on you. It's possible that I might kill you. Therefore, I will refrain from punishing you. Looks like you live to see another day, Natsuki-san. Get in the sea, now. Watching the two of us argue, Minami stops crying and Seiichi laughs. You seem just like you used to, Natsuki. Since you came back, you've been so gloomy. But it looks like Atri-chan has really had an effect on you. I don't really know about that, but my duty as a robot is to make people happy. If I'm doing that for Natsuki-san, then I'm still satisfied. But now I'm going to whisper something into Atri's ear. Natsuki can be a real grump, but he's a nice guy. Take care of him. Leave him to me. He'll be right as rain as long as I'm around. More like I can sense a storm coming. Anyway, I should get going. If I'm too late home, we'll be worried. I'll walk you back, seeing as it's already dark out. No, I'll be fine. There's no one scaring. This town is going to grab me or something. This place has always had a reputation of being safe and peaceful. In part, that's due to the fact that everyone knows each other. It's difficult for outsiders to come here without raising suspicion. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Here's what you wanted. Minot pulls a bundle of folded cloth out of her bag. I brought some that will suit Atri-chan down to a T. Thanks. You're a big help. No problem. See you at school tomorrow. She rushes off, looking significantly happier than she was when she arrived. I'm so glad Natsukan's back in town. It seems like he's getting along really well with Atri-chan, too. There comes Russell from nearby. She's gonna get grabbed. Huh? Meow. Oh, it's just a cat. Phew, that was close. I'm not letting you steal my payday from me, kid. Fuck off, Catherine. Bugger off, bitch. Something wrong, Natsuki-san? No, it's nothing. I just thought I heard someone outside. My high sensitivity cyber eyes don't detect anyone. Must have been a passing fisherman or something. But the only people who would ever come around here are me and people who need a quiet place to fish. Anyway, take clothes off. What? Oh, okay, if this is what you want, I'm prepared to do whatever it takes. Idiot, I didn't mean anything dirty by that. Look. I opened the package Minami bought me. It is, as I told her, something absolutely essential that I'm going to need if Archie's going to be living with me. That's why I sent her out after school to fetch me some pajamas for her. So those are the kind of panties you like. I've learned something. Huh? I take another look at the piece of cloth I've just unfolded. Yep, those are panties. Just what did Minami think when I said something essential? I'll just try them on. Archie strips off her dress and puts the present from Minami over her existing panties. How'd they look? Huh, they actually suit you. They're a pair of puffy, almost pumpkin-shaped drawers. They couldn't fit Archie any better. They're a little different from what I was expecting, but I thought Minami's done a good job, all said and done. I'll have to thank her for these at school tomorrow. Yeah, it seems like she likes them too. How do you want to sleep tonight, Natsukan? Would you like me to be your... Natsuki-san. Would you like me to be your leg again? No, I'm fine. It's still a winter night, so I should be okay. I see. She was disappointed. I guess she was hyped up on pumpkin power. I'll be right here, so if you need me, just say. She makes an odd gesture, knitting her fingers together below her belly and swaying side to side, and there the night ends. There the night ends. Innit? I keep yawning. I'm not breathing enough while reading these lines. Oh, there was a line there. I didn't even see the ... Damn it, I did it again. Zzz. I gently unwrap happily, snoozing Atri's arm from around mine. Hi, good morning, Natsuki-san. Feel sore. You're so rough sometimes. Bro, what? Please don't say it like that. Well, you did forcibly pull me down the bed and use me all night. I have no retort to that. It's admittedly true. What? I didn't feel the phantom pain last night. When the radio started cut out, it got uneasy, and I pulled Atri into bed. Why are you sighing? It's nothing. Come on, get your clothes on and get ready for school. Yay, school! She snaps awake instantly. With a pang of regret in my chest, I begrudgingly start to get ready. Grrr. Archie stares at me as I put on my prosthetic leg. You're still going to use that thing? It is useless and no good for anything except replacing a leg. That's exactly what I need it for. And what's with that look? So old and well worn, I'm a little jealous. First, she's angry at it, then she's envious. It's like she really does think of herself as a leg. It might sound strange to say that about a girl who would appear any random onlooker would appear to any random onlooker a completely normal human being, but for a robot, those are entirely valid feelings. A robot's feelings? Huh. As AI developed, robots became capable of expressing many emotions. Some even say that humanoids like Atri actually developed the ability to process and feel emotions just like humans after living together with us for so long, but that's an assertion that I'm more than a little skeptical of. Those emotions are simply a result of AI locking and learning to replicate human expressions and behavioral patterns that they've witnessed. Robots lack the one thing that can make these emotions real: consciousness. They haven't even really called the reactions of an unconscious, unfeeling being emotions. Ooh, Archie glares at my leg like a cat that's found something it doesn't quite understand. If I lost any of my pistons or sockets, it'd seriously affect my reputation as a high-performance robot, so I can understand how you feel. I know, I'll do something to prove my worth. Do you need help with anything? No, I'm fine, I reply flatly. The room is still littered with the detritus left over from last night's travesty. Okay, then I'll make breakfast. No, thanks, I'd rather eat my last remaining leg. I knew you'd come to hate me eventually, such is the fate of a killing machine. You're not a killing machine, you're a glorified toaster, but less good at making toast. I suppose that for once I can't argue. I really am just a toaster, cursed with turning all I touch to ash and cinders. She's really soundless combat robot excuse, isn't she? I ignore her and strap on my prosthetic. She doesn't really have the capacity to feel, does she? Sometimes I start to doubt myself around this girl. When something becomes an accepted truth in academia, it can be difficult to convince anyone that any evidence to the contrary is valid. It's not like I took anything more than the first awkward steps into that world, though. That kind of thing has nothing to do with me anymore. Whatever specialist knowledge I gained there is nothing but useless trivia out in the sticks. If there's anything else I should be doing, I'm going to go mark off my calendar. Atri trudges over to where it's hanging on the wall and crosses off another day. 43 days. By the way, did you recover any memories when we went to the school yesterday? Yeah, I was so happy to be studying, I forgot I was supposed to be doing that. Jeez. You know you've only got until that calendar runs out, right? Not that I really care if you stay or not, do whatever you like. I can't stay, can I? You've got to tell me to pay off your debts. True. Speaking of which, I wonder what's happened to Catherine. I was sure she'd have come around here to complain by now. I've not heard a peep of her from her since Atri worked out on her. I haven't tried to contact her myself either. Why would I? I don't even know where she's staying. Right, there we go. I pushed my foot against the ground, checking my prosthetic leg is probably attached. Might be an old piece of junk, but seeing Atri so jealous, I can't help but feel a strange affection for it. Natsuki-san. Yeah? What are you fidgeting like that for? Robots don't need to go to the toilet too, do they? That's sexual harassment. In accordance with the Robot Protection Statute, I'm charging a fine. I'll add it onto your debts. Okay, then so. Can I have some paper and a pen? I'd like to log some items. Okay. Okay. A robot's actions and any associated feedback are usually recorded in a log. They're useful for troubleshooting in the case of a breakdown or when a robot's undergoing maintenance. Humanoids record these logs by outputting them to an external source. Basically, they write them down. As humanoid brains are based on the same neuron structure as actual human brains, they're not capable of outputting directly in a digital format like your average computer, so it's necessary to record everything on paper. It's not like it matters much. The company that made Atri is long gone. It's likely her programming demands it, though, so if she doesn't regularly output, she'll get uneasy. Well, buy some on the way to school. Yay, thanks. Four classes stop by the market district. Some things I need for today's lessons as well as Archie's logs. Wow, there's so many notebooks. Which should I get? Pick whichever one you like. Get yourself one for class too while you're at it. I hand her a few coins. Come on, don't waste too much time picking. We'll be late. No reply. This could take a while. I'll go over and grab what I need while she's pondering over paper. I think I'll be able to find what I need at that junk shop before suddenly I feel like tugging me out. Huh? Hand grabs me, pulling me into a dimly lit back street. Huh? Pinning against the wall, I see a familiar face, inches from mine. Morning, kid. Catherine. Now, don't move unless you want this to be more painful than it needs to be. Pressed into my chest, glinting in the light, is a knife. I need to push just a little and this will go straight into your heart. What are you doing? That's my line, kid. Exactly what are you planning with the robot? Just think I'm planning to sell Atri and take all the money for myself. If that's the case, I should clear up the misunderstanding. Not that the truth will go down well either. If I'm not planning to sell Atri, it's true that I'm keeping her all to myself, even that's probably not how Atri sees it. Catherine brings the knife up to my throat. You really thought you could act all cute and I'd let my guard down? Tsk, I was so nice to you, and then you go and do me over like this. Hey now, I just didn't know how to contact you. I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell that girl that I'm a master now. She'll have to obey you, alright? Or do you want to know what it's like having a hole in your throat? The tip of the knife digs into my skin. Sure, this has to be a bluff, but faced with the amount of money the junk shop owner promised us, anyone could go a little crazy. Natsuki-san, what's going on? Atri peers around the corner. She must have noticed me disappear. Atri, don't come over here. Run! Oh, am I interrupting something? Perfect timing. Come over here. Don't! Atri doesn't move. She doesn't try to help me either. Well, that would involve potentially harming a human. Of the 3 laws of robotics, the first, that a robot should never harm a human, has always been treated as particularly important. If a robot is to hurt a human, that would cause a scandal. It could spell disaster not just for the manufacturer, but the entire market. When robots were big business, safety was paramount. Though Atri might not be able to put herself in danger and even take a little blow for me, she wouldn't be able to fight back against Catherine. It'd be better for me to have her run and get help, and I'll be full of holes by the time she gets back. This could well be a bluff. Catherine wouldn't gain anything from stabbing me, but I can't be entirely sure of that. I could try to escape, but there's no chance of me outrunning her on this leg. Do it, kid! Agitated, she presses me against the wall, the knife's tip pointing ominously between my eyes. What's that? I raise my arm instinctively, and the blade grazes my arm. I feel a trickle of red on my skin. Rocket punch! Huh? Oh! Catherine's limp body goes sprawling all the way back out into the main street, propelled by the enormous force of Archie's two-handed, almost tackle-like attack. Clutching her stomach, she turns her head back toward us with her eyes facing in different directions. I can't even do that. How do you put your eyes in different directions? Archie stands over her handiwork for a moment with her hands on her hips before trotting over to me. Are you alright, Natsuki-san? Yeah, she grazed me with the knife. It's just a flesh wound. You're bleeding up. We've got to take care of that. Listen, I'm fine. There's a decent amount of blood, but the wound itself isn't deep. A crowd of rubberneckers starts to form around us. Atri glares at Catherine. How was that? Like getting a little taste of my special moves? You haven't seen anything yet. If I really wanted to, I could do this to you. She picks up the knife. Grrr! Holding it lightly between her fingers, the blade starts to bend like rubber. The assembled crowd oohs appreciatively. Archie tosses the mangled blade on the ground in front of Catherine. With a whimper, she grabs it and springs to her feet. I'll be back, you damn brats! Fighting through the laughing horde, she runs off. There we are, another threat to your life eliminated, aren't I special? Come on, praise me, praise me! Right. She leans in and still dumbstruck. I instinctively reach out to pat her head. Hair is so soft and delicate in my fingers. Hehe, see how helpful I can be? Atri, you... Nothing. She harmed a human. No normal robot could do that. Well, she did say she was a military robot. That was a lie, though. She admitted it herself. According to her serial number, she's completely normal. Consumer market model. Assuming there's not some kind of camouflage? Everything I know about robots is just what I've read in books. Maybe depending on their type, there are some humanoids that are able to attack others to prevent their master coming to harm. Hey, you really praise me. Was it alright? It is alright for me to be happy about this, isn't it? Yeah, I suppose so. Archie grins up at me. Oh, we need to take care of your arm, too. There's a drugstore. She grabs me by the hand and leads me through the market. Wow, we just beat the shit out of Catherine. Get out of here, biatch. Guess we made it to school. It's the hitman! The first thing Ririka does when I walk into the classroom is point at me. Someone should teach the little shit some manners. Grr, another enemy combatant! You want to go at it, henchman? Bring it on! Stop it, Atri. No killing kids. Not today, at least. Understood. Tisk, I suppose you get to live another day. Grr, you damn dirty henchman. The two of them square up to each other like children play fighting. But if Atri tried what she did to Catherine to Ririka, she'd... I shouldn't think about that. Morning, Natsuki. Morning, Atri-chan. Good morning, Minamo. Thank you for the wonderful panties. I think Natsuki can really like them. He what? Shut up, Toaster. Morning, Minamo. So you came again. Oh, okay. Minamo-chan, don't look go near him. He's going to confess his undying love to you. You what? He won't do that. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Come on, don't be silly. Get back to your seat. Homeroom's about to start. The lineup in the classroom is exactly the same as yesterday. Just ask the little kids and Ryuji. The latter isn't asleep today, but he is gazing languidly out of the window. He glances over for just a moment before going back to seemingly more important matters. Well, no surprise there. So, before we start studying today, we're going to hold a class meeting. We need to discuss the school shutting down. I'm sure you all know this already, but it's likely that the school
will be shutting down soon. We just have too few students and no teacher, so I wanted to ask if anyone here had any ideas as to how we could stop this. Me! Yes, Ruka? Sudata-san could be our teacher. Who's that? He runs the candy shop in the market. He knows a lot of things, and he's always fun to listen to. He knows everything about everything. Has he got a teaching license? If he doesn't, he's not going to be able to help. Rivika freezes up. Touching license? What's that? Come on, man, you didn't have to get that serious with her. Ryuji grumbles from the corner. Sorry if you could have said anything, but he's right. Suda-san's just a smart old man, not a real teacher. I guess I'll have to keep studying and get a license myself. Minami clenches her fist resolutely. You know how long that would take, right? By the time you've been to university and come back, this place will be long gone. Besides, even if she did come back, the current class would have already graduated, and if this place has got any new students by then, I don't think it'd be any real trouble anyway. Yeah, I thought it might be tough. You're real good at shooting people down, but you got any actual ideas over here? Me? How about you try giving it a think? I only arrived here yesterday. And then, only because Atri just twisted my arm, I told you this place can go to hell for all I care. And yet here you are, staring out of the window. I'm not sure I get this guy. How about you, Atri-chan? Nothing in this world is eternal. All is fleeting. One should not lament its disappearance. The important thing is how you spent the time before the end, or something. How you spent the time before the end. Minami seems thrown off by Atri's unexpectedly sagacious answer. By which I mean, let's get down to studying and start learning. Okay, let's begin. There's no point wrestling with a problem that has no solution, after all. The class meeting ends as suddenly as it started. Minami rings the handbell. Okay, break time. We'll start class probably in 10 minutes. Let's go out and play. The little kids hurriedly scurry out of the classroom. Where do they actually go to play? This whole place is underwater. I'm beat. Ryuji groans with theatrical loudness and flops out onto the desk, asleep. Already? Out like a light. Oh, there's the bell. Yes, I can hear the bell. You guys can't, though. Okay, we're starting. Late comers, get clean and dirty, remember? Minami sticks her hand out of the door and rings the bell, and the children scramble back into the classroom. Safe! I'm in! Wait! Ray comes flying through the doorway. I made it, didn't I? Minami-chan? Just about. Okay, everyone sit down. Phew, that was a close one. I get the feeling she was saved by the Minami bell there. So today's lesson will be a science lesson. And what's more, we've got a very special teacher. A special teacher? Who? It's Natsu-kun. That guy. Don't so disappointed, it hurts. I walk up to the front of the class, dragging Atri with me. Okay then, the floor's yours. So, yesterday, a certain someone said something that caught my interest. What's the point of studying if you're not going to university? I'm going to show you why that's wrong. I lay out the ingredients I bought at the market on the teacher's table. A light bulb? What are these red and blue wires? I get it, we're going to make a bomb! What kind of school do you think this is, a terrorist training camp? There's a light bulb, some wires and a motor. Today we're going to use these. I start to draw something out on the blackboard. To make electricity, in other words, a generator. A generator? You can make that kind of thing? Well, we don't have electricity in this town, do we? But if we learn how, we can make it ourselves. A basic generator is simple. We're just going to use some principles that you'll find in any textbook. Oh. So let's do a little experiment. A science experiment? That sounds super hard. First, I'll need you guys to assemble some parts. What you've got here won't be enough for a generator. I want you to split up and find everything we need. I start to sketch out the parts we're looking for on the board. Although they're all simple parts, it would be hard to guess exactly what we're going to do with them. You should be able to find them around the school. Okay, get searching. Oh, it's like a treasure hunt. That sounds fun. Let's go. Wait for me. The three young ones rush out the door. Let's go too, Natsuki-san. My robot pride couldn't stand losing to those children. Okay, stop pulling me. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Ugh. Maybe I should be a voice actor, eh? The three of us head downstairs. It's pretty amazing, really. You wouldn't think this place could still be a school. Second floor is inundated with water, running through the corridors like rivers. Oh, a fish! A little fish swam through the gaps between Atri's bare feet, her loafers safely left on the stairs. At high tide, the sea fills this corridor up. I keep telling the little ones this place is dangerous, but they just love playing here. So this is where they ran off during the last break. Seems like we've got more classrooms than we could ever need, though. In the past, there were enough students to fill up the whole school. That would have been quite some time ago, before the Great Sea Rise, before Atri was constructed even. Compared to the peak of humanity's population, schools everywhere would have dramatically fewer students now. Let's look over there. The children go splashing ahead of us through the water. Hey, no running in the corridors, you'll fall over. You're the only one that does that, Minama-chan. What? As she raises her hand in protest, she loses her footing. I barely manage to grab hold of her and prop her up. Phew, that was close. Thanks, Natsu-kun. Jesus, like that kid said. Sorry for being clumsy. You're going all red, Minamo, do you? Have a cold? Huh, do you? Yeah, I might. I press back my hand to her forehead. Not... I can't read this with a straight face, bro. I cannot read this with a straight face. You are a little hot. Summer cold's never a good thing. You should rest up a little. I'm fine. You're so nice. I cannot read this with a straight face, bro. After half an hour of searching, everyone returns to the classroom. So let's see what we've got. I start to examine the assembled materials with the eye of a pirate captain and looking over some plundered booty. Booty? Why? I think that's like weird. Like, look at the stuff I found. Mine too. The children are fizzing with energy, proudly holding out the things they've gathered. What did you find, Ridika? This. For a second, she darts out of the classroom. I returns, pushing a bicycle. I've hit the jackpot. Did you even listen to what the hitman wanted you to get? It's not just a competition to find the biggest thing. What? Typical dumb kid, so far below my level. Where'd you find that thing? Got washed up behind the school the other day, so I kept it. Not that I can actually ride a bike. We might be able to use this. I closely examine the slightly rusty frame. Really? We won't really know unless we disassemble it, but this might just be what we need. You've done well, everyone. Let's divide these up between you all. Everyone grins contentedly. So, we're going to use these to make a wild wind turbine. A wild wind turbine? No, wind turbine. Do any of you know how generators work? I do. Minamo sticks her hand up and waves it eagerly. I read about this a while ago. So, if you move a magnet into a coil of wire, it creates an electric current. It's called, electromagnetic induction, I think. Exactly. Oh, you're so smart, Minamo-chan. Yay. Gee, she's celebrating like she's one of the little kids. If you rotate a magnet inside a coil, you can make a pretty efficient source of electricity. You just need to have a way to keep the magnet spinning and a way of extracting the power from the system. The motor, essentially the heart of a generator, would be a little beyond some kids to make, hence why I bought one at the junk shop. We're just going to make a device that will make it spin. I start to sketch out a blueprint on the blackboard and how we're going to assemble our parts. Tell the truth, I wasn't sure at all what we'd find exactly what we needed, but I thought it might make the kids more enthusiastic if they were making something with items they found themselves. So that's how we're going to make it. Time to get to work. Let's do this, Ridika. How do we take the wheel off the bike, though? Atri, give them a hand. Roger. Atri's strength is enough that she's able to effortlessly tear the bike into pieces. Oh, whoa. Wow, she really is fit to be the hitman's henchman. I'm sorry for ever doubting you. Burn that image into your mind, brats. That's how high performance I am. After what seems like less like a disassembly and more like an evisceration, we get to work building our windmill. Evisceration. Viscerate these. The whole time, Ryuji is sitting bored in the corner of the room. Hey, Ryuchan, come help. You're good at this kind of stuff, aren't you? Seriously? Not a chance. I'm not following that guy's orders all day. And if I help, the squirts won't have anything to do. Alright, good point. That is your actual job outside of school, after all. This bit's finished. You've done it all messy. Pass it here, I'll fix it. The children are clumsily throwing the parts together, but they're just about to make something that might work. I sit back, merely offering directions. Merely off directions. There's not much else to do. I'm in the middle of a wide yawn when they shout over to me. We're finished with the hitman. Okay, let me see. Well, I can't say it's perfect, but it's good enough. There's a set of rotors constructed from a bicycle wheel and blades made from fabric from an umbrella, a stand to keep it vertical, and a motor attached to an axle running through the wheel's center. It may look like a pile of trash, but it has all the ingredients of a real wind turbine. It's not the prettiest machine in the world, but still, the wheel creaks as I try to turn it. I give it a little oiling. Right, let's get this thing up on the roof. There's a perfect breeze blowing outside. I attach wires to the motor's outputs and hook them up to a light bulb. It's a particularly old-fashioned incandescent model, the kind that's practically unused today. They were being sold for close to nothing at the junk shop. I cover it with a box with a single pinhole cut into it. Okay, time to start our experiment. The
turbine's blades pick up the wind and slowly start to turn. After a moment, it lit up! It did? Let me see. Wow, it's really on! The children take turns peering into the hole while I try adjusting the angle of the windmill. It's really lit up. We've got electricity. Wow! It's not much, though. Is that all it can do? They all look up at me curiously. Can't you, make it brighter? Can you make the fan in the classroom move? This is just an experiment for now. I'm just showing you how the stuff in your textbooks can actually be useful. For a tiny generator like this, one light bulb is about all it can manage. This isn't useful at all, though. Yeah. But Hitman, can we read books at night with us? Or light the way to the toilet? Yeah, if we don't make this thing more efficient, it probably won't be enough for any of that. Aww. Rebecca hangs her head. All of the energy that the kids had before has completely vanished in an instant. Sorry, I guess it isn't useful after all. Studying really is pointless. With downcast expressions all around, the experiment comes to a close. Wow, what a bitch. Atri, my dear moments. This room is so freaking hot, bro. Oh, man. It also looks like we're back. The gentle lilt of the radio floats on the shoreline waves. I sit bathed in the light leaking from the ship's windows, enjoying the evening coolness. I get it now. What's this button? Oh, I can save a voice clip. What does this do? Oh, that replays her saying it. And that gets rid of the dialogue altogether. Okay, I get it now. Sitting next to me, Archie suddenly cries out, "That's the same thing we made in class!" She points with triumph at the little rotor trundling in the gentle breeze. That's what's making electricity for the ship. Exactly. What we made earlier was a much more simple design, though. The ship's generator has a built-in weather vane, which automatically tilts the rotors to the most optimal angle to catch the wind. It was made by my grandmother to aid with her oceanographical fieldwork. She must have wanted to be able to use electricity no matter how far out to sea she was. Everyone smiled, and that light bulb turned on earlier. A smile is a symbol of happiness, isn't it? So everyone's happy then. Yeah, if only for a moment. The less said about it afterwards, the better. You did a good thing, Natsuki-san. Really now? All I did was disappoint them. Doesn't making someone happy, even if just for a moment, a good thing? Archie peers up at me with an inquisitive look. I'm hungry, let's get dinner. I simply stand and walk towards the door. Ah! Huh? What's wrong? I don't have my shoes. She's right, she's completely barefoot. I know, I left them at school. I remember now, she took them off before we waited through the second floor hall earlier. She's been barefoot ever since. I didn't realize at all. I was so absorbed in my own sadness about disappointing everyone that I didn't think of her at all. I felt my cheeks burning red. I was really so upset over a tiny little failure. Natsuki-san, can we go back to get them? You can get them tomorrow, right? It's not that the school's going to sink overnight. But she bought those for me, Natsuki-san. If I lost them, I wanted to yell at her not to lose them in the first place, but I managed to bite my tongue. Didn't notice that she wasn't wearing them myself after all. Okay, don't make that face. Thank you so much, Natsuki-san. Did we get her shoes? Okay. So, I'm not sure. Does this thing save automatically? Save game to slot. Yeah, then you can save. And you can go back to title. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Sorry this one didn't have any desktop audio because of the copyright issues, but anyway, yeah, but I hope you enjoyed the series either way, and my amazing narrating skills to make up for it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.